Let's crack a like and John Meister. For the first part of your workout today, we're going to be doing some shoulder mobility, rotator cuff strengthening and upper back strengthening exercises. We're going to be doing shoulder dislocations, external rotations and banded pull aparts straight after each other. For shoulder dislocations, they're going to look like this. The external rotations are going to look like this. And our banded pull aparts are going to be like this. For the shoulder dislocations, all you want to do is grab your band at the widest point, pull your shoulder blades back together and pull the band being in front of you. Pull it all the way right round, let the band pull your shoulders right back and bring the band right down to the back of your waist and just repeat the motion, bringing them back out. Allow the band to be able to pull your shoulders back. That's what's going to help to create the stretch in the front of the shoulders and across the front of the chest there. And if you do find that it's not quite enough, just grab a little bit narrower on the band and that's going to help to increase that stretch. We only want this to feel like a mild stretch when it's coming into your shoulders, so something that's like a 7 out of 10 on the stretching scale. If it feels like it's a 10 out of 10, like it's going to rip your arms apart, we should get a looser band or we can look for an alternative movement. For the external rotations, this is a great exercise for the rotator cuffs, which means that you should be feeling this just going around the upper back towards the back of the shoulder there, and it's a real melted even though it's such a simple movement. All you're going to do is grab hold of a band with an underhand grip. You want to dig your elbows in towards your sides, stick your hands out so they're shoulder width apart, grab hold of the band so there's no slack in it, and you're just going to dig your elbows into your sides and try and pull the band apart as much as you can whilst keeping your elbows in contact with your body. So if we pull it out to here, we've gone too much. We want to keep those elbows driving in as close towards the body as we can do, which means that you're only going to pull the band out probably about 7 or 8 inches on either side. But yeah, shoulders pulled back, elbows dug in, pulling the band apart, just like so. After that, we get through the banded pull apart, which as you know, you just grab the band out, pull the shoulder blades back and pull the band apart until he comes in contact with your chest and slowly lower him back to the starting position. For every single one of these exercises, we want to be doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps consecutively. So just straight after each other, straight after each other, straight after each other. Ideally take no rest and see if you can get around all those exercises in one big go. Take a little breather here and there as you need it, but as quickly as you can please, brother. Boom! What's crack-a-lacking there, brother? For the next exercise that we're going to be getting up to, we're going to be getting into a banded dumbbell row and push-ups from the knees. So first thing is that we want to get your 2 dumbbells, whack them out on the floor. You're going to get your band and you're just going to loop one loop of the band through the dumbbell and push the band towards the end of the handles. You're going to want the dumbbells to be fairly far apart just to take some slack out the band. And then for your setup, you're just going to grab into you're going to stand in the middle of the band, pull your dumbbells up, and I'm just going to demonstrate the row for you first and then I'll go through the technique with you. So it's going to look like this. So, you know when we're doing deadlifts, this is going to be the best way to think about this. When we're doing deadlifts and we start doing the lowering phase of the movement, where you push your butt back, let your hands drop over the bar, and lower it right down with bent knees until we get to about this halfway point, that is the position that we want you to start off with your dumbbell row. So once you've stood onto the bands and you picked your dumbbells up, imagine this bar is like you're doing a deadlift. What you're going to do is you're going to push your butt out back a little bit, let your shoulders come over the dumbbells themselves, drop your hips down until the dumbbells are about knee level, and then from here you're going to want to pull your shoulders back as tight as you can, get your chest as proud as you can, and pull your elbows right back towards the back of your pockets. So pulling them right back as if I'm trying to dig them into my pants, and then letting the dumbbells go right back down to that start position. Pull them right back, keep pulling your shoulders back as well, and down, nice and easy. We want to bring these arms right back till they're basically going to be coming back in line with your spine, although it is okay if your elbows go just a little bit further past that, as long as you feel like your elbows are pulling in towards your body and they're not flaring out towards the side there. Now, I know that you're not going to have loads of resistance, but this exercise is probably going to be a bit more difficult than what you think it is. So see if you can give us a go for up to a set of 10 reps. And then if 10 reps is going to be a little bit too easy, then we want to try and pull them up, hold them for 1, 2, 3 and down. And up, 1, 2, 3 and down. That extra time and attention is going to be an absolute killer. And as for the push-ups from the knees, what we want to do is, if you remember rightly, start off from the bottom, cross one foot over the other, Get your hands to be in line with your nipples and then just move them to be a little bit wider apart than that. You want to tuck your chin in, and we're going to try and press through the floor with the aim of trying to get your face to be behind your hands. So press up, and then think about head coming back down towards the floor, and then head trying to press away from the hands. Not trying to press above, trying to press away from the hands. Every single time you lower yourself down, think about tucking your elbows in, and then push away. Tuck the elbows in, and push away. Yes, brother. 3 rounds, up to 10 reps on each exercise. Take about a minute's rest in between each movement. Boom. Next exercise we're going to get into today is split squats, which I already know that you're good with the technique with, so I'm just going to give you some advanced pointer tips from there. When you're getting into your split squats, if you find that your balance is a little bit off sometimes, part of that is going to be your core stability, just your natural center balance, but also part of it is going to be how far are these hips drifting forward, one in front of the other when you're doing your sets. So if we keep your hips in alignment, then when you're pressing up and down, it should feel like it's fairly stable. But if every single time I'm pressing up, part of my hips are leaning forward, or anytime I'm coming down, I'm leaning one-sided, then my balance is going to be a little bit iffy coming down. So next time you're doing your sets, look down, check your hips, and see if you can keep these hips and being in line with each other as you come down. So if this hip starts drifting backwards, I want to think about bringing this knee forwards to scoop it forwards. And likewise, if this hip's going backwards, I'm probably going to want to think about pushing that knee a bit more over my toes to bring it forwards again. So yeah, technique tip of the day there. We're looking at doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps on either leg. Do one leg, take about 15 seconds to breathe. Next leg, take a minute's rest. Do the next one, and so on, brother. Boom. Last one we're going to get into is the mountain climbers and planks, the epic technique that you learned on these the other day. When we're doing your mountain climbers, these are the techniques that I want you to remember. You want to keep the shoulders directly over the wrists the whole time, and every single time you're bringing that knee up towards your chest, you want to breathe out and crunch in with every single rep that you're doing. So it is up, crunch, extend, up, crunch, extend. From looking down is what it looks like if I'm in the full position. Shoulders right over wrists. We do not need to go fast with this exercise at all. Once you get down into plank, try and be quite anal with yourself about this one. If you want to make sure that butt's not going in too high, one of the things that you can try and do is just try and tuck your pelvis in when we're doing the plank. So as opposed to keeping like a relaxed back there, try and think about tucking that pelvis in, and that's going to help it from dropping it. Well, it's going to help it from being too high up in the sky there. If you count every single leg coming up as 1 rep for mountain climbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, we're looking at doing about 20 reps of mountain climbers straight into a 30-second plank for 3 rounds, taking 1 minute to 90 seconds rest after each round, and as I said, getting over that 3 times. So yeah, enjoy, brother. Peace out.